Hey, Dr. Simmons here. I have finished grading all of your papers, your um weekly assignments, as well as the journal articles. And I'm sorry to say, but the journal articles did not have the good grades I thought they would have. Um, some of the articles were written really, really well. Some people followed APA very closely and very precisely. Unfortunately, most people did not. Um, quite honestly, I was very disappointed. I was looking for a lot better, a lot more, and the grades do not reflect the high grades I thought that you would have. So, um, anyway, it is what it is. Let me mention a couple of things that I had some issues with that I think need to be corrected. First of all, the course is about learning to be a leader. And a couple of things I've said in the past about being an effective leader is an effective leader is a person who's able to have vision. And vision does not come without an eye for detail. Now, you may not be a detail-oriented person, but if you want to be a good leader, you have to be able to have a degree of detail so that you can see things clearly, understand them clearly, and in essence, see the nuances and pick up every little bit of information that's there to make effective decisions. Secondly, good leaders can analyze that detail, organize it, make decisions about it, and then thirdly, good leaders have the ability to communicate clearly their analysis of the situation. Where many of you failed was, first of all, you did not pay attention to detail. I gave what I thought was a pretty detailed analysis of what the research paper would require, and then before you submitted it, on the little button where you submit it, it says, please submit this as a Word document in APA format, title page, footnotes, title page, page numbers, header, etc. Several of you did not do that. You sent me PDF files. Um, many of you sent me things without any title page, no page numbers, anything like that. And so, not being able to see the detail is a serious issue with becoming an effective leader. So part of what I'm trying to train you to do is pay attention to detail. Uh, some of you did not use very good, clear communication skills. Your grammar was incorrect. Many of you had issues with singular, plural disagreement. In other words, everyone should do their best is an incorrect sentence. Everyone is singular, there is plural. I don't know how many of you had issues with singular plural. A good leader does their best. You know what? A leader is singular, there is plural. You cannot have that. A number of you had very weak verbs that were grammatically incorrect. You had such as fill up. I can't remember. Just terms like that. They're very, very weak and non-descriptive. And then many of you had prepositions without an object. You cannot have a preposition without an object. Where are you going to is incorrect, because to at the end of it is a preposition and it has no object. So you can't have that. Many of you use very, very poor word choices. APA has some good helps on words that are colloquial, jargon, informal, and so forth. For instance, to say the article I read was really good says nothing. It really says nothing. First of all, APA considers the word really in a situation like that, along with words such as just and whatever, as colloquial or jargon. They're useless. They have no emphasis, no point at all. And the other word is good. Good is a quite non-descriptive word. What does good mean? It was good. Someone said this was an awesome article. Someone else said this article was just wonderful. Those mean nothing. You have to describe what it's about. You say something to the fact that the article the author's doing an above average job of analyzing the school system in Kansas City or whatever. But you have to be descriptive. And many of you had real issues with wordiness. You just go run on and on and on. And you say nothing. Read APA again. If you don't have that APA manual, 6th edition, you need to purchase that because it's something that will serve you well. Again, style lacked, for the most part, style lacked the rigor, academic rigor of graduate level writing, and I was quite disappointed. I guess I was disappointed because I've seen what you've done on the weekly assignments. Now, the weekly assignments give you a lot of latitude as far as the style of writing. But when you write a formal paper handed in, it needs to be a formal graduate level paper. So a number of them I sent back. I said it's not a Word document or whatever. So anyway, I won't be sending any back next time. I expect you to have a good sense of detail, read what the paper is. I expect for you to follow APA closely. I expect for you to use outstanding grammar and style and word choices that reflect a person who is doing graduate level work. This is something that just is a norm that I expect. You want to be a good leader? Pay attention to detail. If you can't pay attention to detail, you'll never be a leader. Just all there is to it. You want to be a good leader? Then once you pay attention to the detail, you need to be able to analyze it, organize it, and put it in order. Know where you're going. Know what it says. And then thirdly, if you want to be a good leader, you've got to be able to clearly communicate. I don't know how many times I said in papers, in these papers, I have no idea what this means. I have no idea what you're saying. APA says this, that there needs to be conciseness. You need to say more with less. And that's hard work. I mentioned to a number of you that the paper seemed hastily done, not thought through, not well organized, and I was very disappointed. Let me say, you've got another paper coming up that's a journal article that's going to be due, and you probably don't think I was very lenient on the grading. I thought I was. I will not be as lenient next time. And then you have a major book review coming up. Again, read the directions, read APA, see what it says, and you'll be fine. All right, keep working on your portfolio. Again, portfolio needs to be done correctly. I want to see a degree of excellence. I want to see something that's attractive. I want to see something that stands out, that's wow. You know, when a person looks at your online portfolio, they need to say, wow, good job. And when you can do that, I mean, you got a leg up. Leadership is not about just charisma. Some people think, well, if I got charisma, that's enough. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You got to be able to understand the detail. Read it, clearly understand it. You've got to be able to analyze it, organize it, and you've got to be able to express that detail in clear communication that inspires others. All right, keep plugging along. Thanks.